I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequences.
It all started with a leak, an audio leak that no one saw coming. A clip, just 45 seconds long, surfaced out of nowhere, and it's already sending shockwaves through social media. The voice? Unmistakably Aaron Pierre. His tone? Shaky, regretful. Almost like he knew this would go public one day. "I messed up, again. I shouldn't have strayed," he says, barely above a whisper. Those words alone stopped fans in their tracks. People weren't even sure what they were hearing at. First, was it real? Was it AI? But the more they played it, the more convinced they became. The way he paused, the softness of his voice, the regret sitting heavy in every syllable, it didn't sound like an actor. It sounded like a man caught in a mess of his own making. And just like that, everything changed. The glow of Teyana's pregnancy, the joy, the public smiles, it all got buried under the weight of what sounded like a confession. A betrayal wrapped in a voicemail, and just when the shock started to settle, the next twist hit harder than anyone expected. In that same voice note, Aaron didn't just vaguely admit to a mistake, he got specific. He talked about the timing. He admitted that the affair lasted a few weeks last month. Fans did the math and realized it wasn't just any month. It was right in the middle of Teyana's pregnancy. That tiny detail lit a fire under the gossip blogs and Twitter threads. This wasn't just cheating, it was betrayal during the most sacred time of a relationship. "I never meant for it to happen," he whispered in the audio, his breath shaking. It didn't sound like a man trying to defend himself. It sounded like someone who knew the fallout was inevitable. His tone didn't carry hope. It carried dread. As if he'd already lost the one thing he was trying to hold on to, the internet didn't rest. Within hours, social media turned into a full-on investigation scene. Instagram posts, stories, likes, everything got dissected. One user pointed out a photo of Teyana clearly showing her baby bump, dated almost exactly during the weeks Aaron mentioned. Another user angrily posted, "So he cheated while she was glowing? That's sick." It wasn't just about infidelity, it was the timing. The betrayal didn't just hurt. It shattered something beautiful. Some even speculated that the voice note wasn't meant for Teyana at all, but for someone else, a close friend, or worse, a known rival. The theory was that someone in her circle leaked it out of spite. If that's true, then the betrayal might have gone deeper than anyone imagined. Teyana, however, stayed silent. Painfully, heartbreakingly silent. No direct posts. No interviews. No statements. Just one haunting Instagram post, a pitch-black image with the words, "Trust is earned, not assumed." That single post ignited a wave of theories. Some fans took it as confirmation that she had heard the voice note and knew it was him. Others saw it as a cry for help, a quiet signal that she's hurting and trying to stay strong for the baby. For someone who always wore her strength like armor, this silence was loud. Fans began to worry, not just about her relationship, but her emotional well-being. Would she break? Would she lash out? Or was she gathering strength for something bigger? Meanwhile, Aaron began to disappear. Quietly, almost like he hoped no one would notice. Photos with Teyana? Gone. Baby bump tributes? Deleted. His Instagram became a blank slate, except for one cryptic story that read, "People change sometimes." That's it. No names. No explanations. But fans knew what it meant. He wasn't just backing away, he was trying to erase evidence. The act of deletion didn't feel like damage control. It felt like guilt. And fans noticed. Some even said he's cleaning up the mess because he knows what's coming next, either from the public or from Teyana herself. His silence, far from calming things down, only made people angrier, and angry they were. Twitter turned into a battleground overnight. The moment the drama broke, everything exploded. People weren't just talking, they were yelling, tweeting, reposting, and taking sides. Hashtag Team Teyana started trending faster than anyone expected. Thousands of users came out in full force, flooding timelines with their support for Teyana. They weren't just rooting for her, they were furious for her. Many believed Erin had emotionally abused her during one of the most delicate times in her life. Pregnancy it didn't take long before other hashtags joined the firestorm. Hashtag Protect Tiana and hashtag Boycott Erin exploded within hours, climbing to the top of social media trends. The internet was loud and merciless. Some people even crossed the line, saying horrible things about the unborn baby, calling it a reminder of betrayal. That kind of talk shocked some, but it showed how raw and real the emotions were. One comment that went viral simply said, "He doesn't deserve a co-parenting seat at the table." It was clear that this wasn't just a regular celebrity breakup anymore. This was a full-blown public dragging, and it was getting uglier by the minute. Then came something unexpected and eerie. An old Instagram live clip from months ago resurfaced. In the video, Erin is seen complaining that Teyana was too clingy. At the time, fans laughed it off, thinking it was harmless couple banter. But now, after all that's happened, people saw it differently. It didn't seem playful anymore, it felt like a red flag they all missed. Viewers started picking the clip apart. They said Erin was trying to flip the narrative even back then, making her look like the problem while he was the one causing pain. It made people wonder, had he been emotionally manipulating her all along, and that wasn't the only clip to go viral. A TikTok video Teyana had posted months earlier began making the rounds again. In the video, she says quietly, "If I'm really loved, there's no room for secrets." Back then, it was seen as a sweet, empowering moment. But now, it broke hearts. That one line hit differently. People felt like she had been giving subtle hints the whole time, and nobody saw it until now. Suddenly, it was all making sense. The puzzle pieces were falling into place, one by one, and the image they revealed was heartbreaking. The online anger kept growing, legal conversations started popping up. Influencers brought in lawyers and family law experts who gave their take on the situation. The biggest point of discussion? A leaked voice note that allegedly featured Erin speaking disrespectfully about the pregnancy. If that recording was proven to be real, experts said it could be used against him in a custody battle. That possibility lit a fire under Teyana's supporters. This wasn't just about cheating anymore, it had turned into a question of protection, respect, and future parenting. One user wrote, "He didn't just cheat, he disrespected her, the baby, and everything they were building. This isn't just infidelity. This is betrayal of covenant." That kind of language showed how deeply this situation was affecting people. They weren't just mad, they felt personally hurt on her behalf. But despite the pressure for legal action, another theory started spreading quietly. Some people believed Teyana wouldn't go down that route. Not because she wasn't hurt, but because she might want to protect her peace, and her babies. Rumors started to swirl that Teyana could be planning something else entirely. Not a messy court case or a social media war, but a powerful sit-down interview. Something raw, emotional, but controlled. The kind of interview where she gets to tell her truth without yelling or pointing fingers. A moment of quiet strength, not chaos. That kind of move would completely shift the energy, and possibly win her even more support. But so far, there's been no confirmation. Just silence. And the silence is loud. Now, all eyes are on Erin. Everyone is waiting to see what move he'll make next. Will he come forward with a public apology? Will he admit to everything and show some accountability? Or will he pretend like it's all being exaggerated, acting like the backlash is just internet noise? People are watching closely, and the pressure is high. Social media has already formed its own theories. Some fans are convinced that a dramatic YouTube apology is coming, complete with tears, emotional background music, and a carefully crafted message filled with regret and self-reflection. They think he'll try to win the public back by looking broken and sorry. Others believe Aaron will take a different route. They think he'll hop on a podcast tour, sitting down with popular hosts to explain his side of the story. In that version, he's calm, collected, and doing damage control, trying to shift the blame, smooth out the rough edges, and make himself look like a misunderstood man in a complicated situation. But then, there are those who think he'll take the silent approach. No posts. No apologies. Just radio silence. He might lay low until the drama dies down, hoping the internet moves on to the next scandal. While the world waits on Aaron, many believe Teyana is quietly planning her next move. She hasn't spoken out, but that doesn't mean she's broken. In fact, fans think she's the one in control now. Some believe she's using this time to gather herself emotionally, focusing on her pregnancy, her peace, and her future. Maybe she's not interested in clapping back or making a dramatic statement. Maybe she's choosing to protect herself and her baby from all the noise. It's possible she'll never address the situation directly. That silence might be her power. Many of her supporters are rooting for exactly that. They don't want her dragged into any more mess. They want her to heal in peace and not feel forced to put on a brave face for social media. Because at the heart of all this drama is a woman who's expecting a child. And more than anything, people want her to be okay. Not just in front of the camera, but behind closed doors, where it matters most. Still, one thing is clear. This story is far from over. The internet is waiting, watching, refreshing timelines and reading between the lines. Every move Tiana or Aaron makes next could shift the story in a whole new direction. Whether it ends with a dramatic apology, a courtroom battle, or quiet closure, nobody knows. But whatever happens, it's going to be explosive. And the world will be watching. That Aaron's voice note changed everything. It turned what should have been a beautiful pregnancy journey into a public nightmare. What was once joy is now drowned in suspicion, silence, and heartbreak. Teyana hasn't spoken, but she's already said so much. And Aaron's lack of words? That silence is louder than any statement he could post. Fans are divided, some heartbroken, some furious, all deeply invested. Because this isn't just gossip anymore. It's real people. Real love. Real betrayal. And somewhere in the middle, an unborn child, waiting to enter a world already shaken by secrets. So, what do you think? Was it a moment of weakness, or a pattern he's hiding behind soft apologies? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that the next twist, it's already on its way.